given of the regular meeting of the Board of Education of the Town of Westfield in the County of Union, New Jersey at 7 p.m. on the evening of Tuesday, September 20th, 2016, in the boardroom of the Administration Building, 302 Elm Street, Westfield, New Jersey. The purpose of the meeting is to transact the regular business of the board and to conduct a board workshop. This is to advise the general public and to instruct that it be recorded in the minutes that in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, entitled the Open Public Meetings Act, the Westfield School Board on Tuesday, September 15th, 2016, caused to be posted at the office of the Board of Education, located at 302 Elm Street, Westfield, New Jersey, and delivered to the Westfield Leader, the Star Ledger, the Westfield Library, Town Clerk of Westfield, Tap into Westfield, and Patch.com, a meeting notice setting forth the time, date, and location of this meeting. Dana, can we have a roll call?
Mark Friedman.
Here.
Brendan Galligan. Robert Garrison. Chris Langhart. Ginny Lights.
Here.
Gretchen Olig.
Here.
Peggy Oster.
Here.
Charles Ostroff.
Here.
Amy Root.
Here.
Mark, will you lead us in the flags?
Sure. Please join me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Before we start our announcements, I think Dr. Dolan is going to make our first one.
Yes, thank you. So as we start our announcements, I'd like to start with a few pieces of good news about our marching band. We have congratulations for the Blue Devils Marching Band for placing first in Group 6A in their opening competition of the season on September 17th in Scotch Plains. Here's a photo of the board members sporting their brand new uniforms. The size of the band has increased significantly with 60 newcomers. This season their production is entitled Bach and Roll. The Marching Blue Devils are grateful for the support of the Westfield community and the following organizations who helped contribute to the purchase of these wonderful new uniforms. Including the people who helped out were the Westfield Foundation, the Education Fund of Westfield, the Westfield Coalition for the Arts, the Westfield Police Athletic League, the Rotary Club of Westfield, the Optimist Club of Westfield, and the Westfield Band Parents Association. What great support from the community. And then a little bit more good news. Today I was able to attend a wonderful ceremony at Westfield High School, during which Michael Haig, who is one of our seniors at Westfield High School, was honored and was selected as one of only 2 high school musicians in New Jersey who was going to be part of the U.S. Army All-American Marching Band. By being selected, he will receive an all-expense-paid trip to San Antonio, Texas, to participate in this elite ensemble, which will perform during the U.S. Army All-American Bowl, televised live on Saturday, January 7th. Don't worry, we'll be reminding you of the date. Michael's parents were also special guests at today's ceremony, and they were recipients of praise and presented with a plaque by the Army, as was Michael's band director, Chris Vitale. Dr. Derek Nelson noted that Michael's tremendous musical and academic talents were matched by his earnest volunteerism. In addition to earning one of the top GPAs for the class of 2017 and winning many scholastic awards, Michael was selected as one of Westfield High School's transition leaders, who are trained to lead groups that support the transition of 9th graders into the high school. It's a year-long commitment, and those who are chosen as peer leaders are trained extensively in group work and dealing with issues that may face our 9th grade class. So we certainly congratulate Michael for representing our school and our town, and we look forward to seeing him in his new Westfield High School band uniform this fall, and then also as part of the Army All-American Band in January. It was a great celebration.
Look how perfect they're standing.
Isn't that perfect?
Sharp uniforms.
I was told it took a while, but the band director did indicate to the band that they couldn't go for the pizza until the picture was perfect. And that sort of sped things up just a little.
Hopefully they didn't eat it while they were in the uniform.
No.
Any announcements down your way? Amy?
Sure. Dr. Michael Weissman, Assistant Superintendent for Pupil Services, Andrea Lowe, Special Ed Supervisor, members of the Child Study Team, and the Westfield Special Education Parents Committee are hosting a roundtable to meet and greet the special education community. It will be held Wednesday, September 28th from 7:30 to 9 p.m. in the library of Edison Intermediate School. Dr. Weissman will provide updates on the latest developments and events that are important to the special education community. In addition, members of the Child Study Team will be present to answer questions you may have with respect to special and general education. This program is free, and all parents, teachers, and therapists are invited to attend. Pre-registration is not required. For further information, you can email the group at specialedparents@westfieldnjk12.org.
Very good, thank you. Charles?
Yes. The YMCA Achievers program is holding an open house for returning students and new recruits on Wednesday, September 28th, from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at the Westfield Area YMCA. Parents and teens are invited to attend and learn more about the program. Registration will be available during the course of the evening. This program is open to all minority teens in 9th through 12th grade. The goal is to inspire them to become leaders in their community and achieve academic excellence by providing tools and activities that prepare them for life. To participate, teens must complete an application form and be committed to attend and participate in workshops and events. There is no minimum GPA requirement, and the program, including SAT prep and materials, is free of cost. Participating high school seniors are eligible to apply for college scholarships. The year-long program follows the academic school year and is offered on a 6-week rotation. For more information, contact Nadia Lawrence, Achievers Coordinator, at 908-518-2512, extension 412, or email nlawrence@westfieldynj.org.
Thank you. Brendan?
Congratulations to Westfield High School students Nick Calcagno, Saeed Karbutli, Josephine Greenwood, and Luke Spellman. Their video focusing on alcohol awareness is a finalist in the Prevention Links PSA contest. To view the video and to cast your vote for it, click on the image entitled Video 4 at preventionlinks.org/vote.
Thanks. Mark?
This is from Westfield Recreation. The Westfield Recreation Department announces after-school enrichment programs that include fashion design, junior scientist, art lab, Lego tech, dining etiquette, social etiquette, voice lessons, intro to rock, and Lego engineering. Preschool enrichment includes Lego, science, multi-sports, kinder gym, yoga, kinder dance, and parent and me classes. When schools are closed this fall, the Recreation Department is holding tennis and golf clinics, as well as day camps, which include soccer, multi-sports, a 3-on-3 basketball challenge, and a fashion camp. There are adult classes as well, and the department offers senior transportation for resident seniors. Check out our fall brochure for details at www.westfieldnj.gov/recreation or email recreation@westfieldnj.gov.
Ginny, do you have an announcement?
I do. Raising Resilient Girls, a presentation and question and answer for parents will be held Tuesday, September 27th at 7:30 p.m. at Edison Intermediate School. Presented by Simone Marion, Executive Director and co-founder of Girls Leadership. The presentation is free and open to the public. It will cover the development of girl dynamics beginning in preschool through high school years. This presentation for parents and teachers will focus on how to help girls practice assertive self-expression, emotional intelligence, and healthy relationships, preparing them for a life of personal and societal leadership. It is hosted by the Junior League of Elizabeth Plainfield. To RSVP for the event, please visit this website, www.girlsleadership.org, or email Patty, that's Patty, at girlsleadership.org. And the date is Tuesday, September 27th, 7:30 p.m. at Edison Intermediate School.
Thanks.
I do. Once again, I'm in charge of telling you when you come to school and when you don't come to school. So Westfield Public Schools will be closed for holidays or religious observances on Monday and Tuesday, October 3rd and 4th, Monday, October 10th, and Wednesday, October 12th. Offices will remain open with the exception of Columbus Day on October 10th.
Thank you. Our next Board of Education meeting will be held on Tuesday, October 18th at 7:30. The agenda will be posted the Friday prior, October 14th, on our board website. Any other announcements?
No.
Great. Then I'd like to recognize the public for agenda items only. Seeing no one come to the podium, I'll ask the board to approve the minutes of our board meeting held on August 30th, 2016, and the private minutes of the same date. Can I have a second? Jenny, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I'm gonna abstain since I was not at either meeting.
Abstention. Personnel. Mark.
I'd like the board to consider personnel items 1 through 37. Have a second? Ginny, thank you. Any comments or questions? Dana, please?
Mark Friedman,
Yes.
Brendan Galligan,
Yes.
Ginny Lights,
Yes.
Gretchen Olig,
Yes.
Peggy Oster,
Yes.
Charles Ostroff,
Yes.
Amy Root.
Yes.
That's it, thank you.
Sorry, I'm moving a little slow.
So,
Facilities, Brendan.
We have our next meeting on the 30th.
Okay.
Yeah.
No update, everything's
Projects are-
running well.
Yeah, finishing up the projects that we, were working on this summer. They're all coming to a conclusion. Everything's on track.
Great. Long-range planning, Jenny.
No report.
Policies, Chris is not here, I don't know if he left a report for anyone, I believe we have a meeting next week of the policy committee, is that right?
Tuesday, October 5th.
That's 2 weeks.
2 weeks, sorry. But yeah, I don't know of any other report. So I'll move on to curriculum. I'd like to ask the board to approve curriculum item number 1 with the revised attachment 3 that was left at the table tonight. Can I have a second? Ginny, thank you. Any questions about the field trips? Dana?
Mark Friedman,
yes.
Brendan Galligan,
Yes.
Ginny Lights,
Yes.
Gretchen Olig,
Yes.
Peggy Oster,
Yes.
Charles Ostroff,
Yes.
Amy Root.
Yes.
Nothing further. Finance, Mark.
I'd like the board to consider finance items 1 through 13. 11 through 13 were on an addendum at your table. Second, Ginny, thank you. Any comments or questions? Dana, please?
Mark Friedman,
Yes.
Brendan Galligan,
Yes.
Ginny Lights,
Yes.
Gretchen Olig,
Yes.
Peggy Oster,
Yes.
Charles Ostroff,
Yes.
Amy Root.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Great. Legislation, Brendan?
Yeah, I emailed out minutes from our last week's meeting. Lot to digest there. As the committee is now a standing committee, we decided we're gonna meet a little bit more frequently than we had in the past, and sort of set a timeline for the rest of the year with, we set committee goals and all that kind of stuff, and a whole laundry list of possible things to address legislation-wise.
Great.
And then Peggy and I met this morning with Tom Kane, along with some other representatives of the New Jersey School Boards Association and 2 other boards of education. Just sort of go through his position on a couple different things, what he thinks is gonna happen over the next year or so as everybody enters the campaign silly season of throwing out ideas, so.
Okay. All right. Great. Maybe you can put some notes together for the rest of us. That we-
Yeah, I'm still digesting all the information from
Sure.
those meetings, but I'll send out a summary.
Okay, great. Thanks for representing us at that meeting. Technology, Peggy.
I apologize, I had a technology problem sending out my technology notes. But unfortunately, I wasn't fired from the job. We had our first meeting on Friday. Basically, Brian Ocker came and discussed with us the upgrades that happened over the summer. And per reports that you've heard so far this year, everything is moving along very well. The elementary schools have their Wi-Fi upgrades. The intercom clocks and bells are all up and working. We're continuing to work on training of staff to properly use the new system and so forth. And we've also improved our firewall and network security levels over the summer. Also, Paul Panero came and talked about more of an application in reference to teachers and how they're using the technology system. And he talked about a program that they're using called SAMR. And we're hoping that in the future that he will do a presentation to the community and the board on that process that basically takes teachers from where they were to where they are going to become using technology and changing from old ways to new ways. Also, we talked about teacher instruction and how the district really designs their training of teachers on the appropriate level of each different teacher. So if you're a beginner, you went to more of a beginner class. If you were an intermediate, you went to more of, so you were definitely improving on the skills that you had that hopefully brought you up to a new level. So I think it was great that it wasn't just a broad general training, it was user specific and, you know, really improved your skills and what you needed at that point in time. So, and the next meeting will be in October.
Great, thank you. I'd like to ask the board to note the notes for the record. I think there was also an addendum at your table. Do we have any unfinished business to talk about? Any new business? Any liaison reports? Jim?
I have 4. Sorry.
No, I didn't realize we were so busy, thank you.
I attended Union County Ed Services Commission monthly meeting September 7th, representing us. I attended the Edison Intermediate School PTSO meeting, September 9th. Note, there's a new walkway from the main doors to the parking lot, parallel to Broadway Avenue. I can't tell you how excited I am by this because I don't know how many years I walk across mudgrass plains, and it's paid for by the PTSO. So we thank them for this very important upgrade. They're very excited, the school's very excited, the kids are excited, and I'm thrilled. Yeah, so there was an interesting conversation about enrichment clusters, 45 minutes carved out time during a day to work on a passion. The principal, Matt Bolton, is describing what he would like to do with the kids. Now, it sounded like on a daily basis, but I guess we'll have to see how it evolves. And what he wants is for kids to get in touch with what's really exciting them, and with some kind of structure and support, I know, but I don't really have too much information on it. Connect them to those things that they're interested in, try to find one thing that'll really keep their interest for the day, and as they move along and study it or find out about it or ask questions about it, keep them engaged. So I know that his interest is engagement and using an enrichment process. So I'll be excited to hear how that moves forward. I did have a parent question about resilience when I talked about it as one of our board goals, a little more in depth about what does it look like in the classroom or within, for the kids' sake. So I would suggest that at some point when we get a little more meat on that conversation that we hold or provide information in some parent way, either through video or letter or parent academy conversation, so that we can tell parents and talk to parents about whether it's language that we're going to be using differently or intervention ideas, so that they can be partners with us in that. Actually, sorry, the other 2 were just meetings, committee meetings. Done.
I thought you were just making the rest of us look bad.
No, y'all were there.
Any other liaison reports?
The library board of trustees is not meeting until September 26th, so I'll have for the next meeting.
Great. Okay. I'd like to at this point recognize the public for questions and comments. Seeing nobody come to the podium, we intentionally had a brief business meeting tonight because we are going to adjourn upstairs for a board workshop on school board roles and responsibilities. That portion of our meeting will still remain public, so at this time I'd like to just take a short 10-minute break, and then we'll go upstairs to the conference room, and then we'll reopen for our workshop. Am I supposed to?
Second don't wanna look at our salary.